Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of DML. So, we have a brand new Divine Chest and a brand new boss challenge that has just been released, so we'll be going through all the differences in those. But in this new Divine Chest we are back to 0% collected because everything has been completely reset and now there are 4 new dragons that we can get a hold of. And so the first one and the main one is the Divine Hephaestus Dragon. And so his other elements are Divine, Fire, and Metal. So, you know, he does have his uses and his base stat is actually pretty good. But obviously this probably means that next week we are going to be getting a hold of the Zeus Dragon. So, you know, a lot of people are probably going to be still saving up their tickets for them. But there's also the Hellion Dragon, which is available out of these chests. We've got the Molten Dragon, which has got the cool little animations on his chest. And then the Cappuccino, who's the adorable little rare that I know a lot of people really wanted to get a hold of. Shadow and Plant rare there. But again, it works exactly the same as the last one, where, you know, we've got gold, we've got food, we've got Dragon Fury Essence, other tickets, and decorations that we can get a hold of. So, again, it's going to be around about 64 chests that you're going to have to open minimum to get all of the rewards out of this, or at least get the chance at the Divine Dragon. If you want to unlock everything, it's about 92 chests that you're going to have to open. And so that is all of that stuff, but we do have the next boss challenge. So this is again on another part of the map. We do have 3 days and 23 hours left of the boss challenge, so it's the same sort of length. And we've got the Reaper as the first boss dragon and the Eel as the second main boss fight as well. And the DML wiki does already have the full listing of the elements allowed for this third challenge. So apparently for the first few fights we can use every element, and then it's going to be fire, earth, water, energy, earth, wind, plant, light, and you can see the rest of them right there. So it looks like we should be fine to do all of these fights if what is written on there is correct, actually. So we can only hope and pray, but it looks like we should be able to actually do this challenge, because, you know, the last boss challenge, we literally got held up on fight number 1. Like, I could not complete it, which was pretty depressing, which meant that we got none of the rewards, we got none of the divine tickets or anything, so we can actually do this challenge today. So, you know, that's pretty good. But what is this? 5 hours and 35 minutes is the reset time on it. That's insanely long. Wait, that's like almost 6 hours per task. So that's like 6, 12, 18, 24, 6, 12, 18, 24. So pretty much it's going to be the exact same length of the entire event is what it's probably going to take. But, you know, the fact that these fights take every like 5.5 to 6 hours to actually come back for and do them, it's kind of really boring, but at the same time, you know, with clan events and other stuff going on, I guess you don't have to really focus on it all too much. But anyway, that is the event and the new divine stuff that is out for today. I believe we have a new card pack dragon as well in the shop, but do we even have new card pack dragons at this point? Like, where is it? I'm looking for it and I'm not finding it. I legit don't even know if it's there, but, you know, regardless of that, you know, I hope that you've got the required elements for the event. If not, you know, that sucks a little bit, but, you know, I got screwed over last week. I'm sure a lot of other people did as well. So, you know, at least we're getting another one of these boss events that we can actually participate in. But I'm not sure. How many of you are actually going to go for the Hephaestus dragon? Because I know a lot of people wanted the Poseidon. I know pretty much everyone in the world wants the Zeus dragon, but, you know, it's kind of sad that because of how expensive the chests are, that it feels like most people are going to have to overlook the Hephaestus because they legitimately don't want to have to fork out for all 3 of them. So, you know, he's a cool looking dragon. I like his elements because, you know, fire and metal is actually pretty decent. And I've seen a couple of team comps where dragons like that are actually really, really good. But You know, I feel like for the most part the Hephaestus may end up being like the least popular out of the three divines. And, you know, that's quite sad. I personally didn't like the Poseidon that much. I think he's kind of ugly because of his scary eyes. But, you know, again, the Zeus Dragon probably is coming next week, like, with 100% certainty. I know they did say that the Zeus was going to be released, like, in one of these chests. So, it's going to have to be next week. Because I don't think they have another divine or anything that is going to be in any of those chests. Because it was meant to be 3 weeks long. But, you know, either way, that's the gist of things that are happening in DML currently. We did obviously also get the new Dragon of the Week today, and I'm not sure how many times the Track Dragon's been the Dragon of the Week. I think it's like twice. But I also really like him as a dragon. I think the Track Dragon's a really adorable little shadow epic. Obviously we already have him as well. So, overall, even though we have a lot of new stuff today, there isn't a whole lot that we can actually do. Because again, the event is like every 6 hours, pretty much, that you come back. You know, I keep saying 6 hours, because, you know, it's closer to 6 hours than 5 hours. So, I'm just going to say 6 hours. And let's be realistic, no one that isn't, like, timing it perfectly is going to be back on the precise moment that it hits 5 hours, 36 minutes. So, it's probably closer to, like, 6 hours per reset for people that are trying to finish it off. And, you know, if you think about it like that, isn't that just exactly the same as the castle events? You know, that actually makes it a lot easier to keep track of, because I'm so used to, in the castle events, going, okay, so it's 4 PM, 10 PM, 4 AM, 10 AM, and then that's just stuck in my mind now. If it ever changes back to, like, old daylight savings or whatever, I'm legitimately gonna keep forgetting when I need to come back for these events. Come on, more energy! Shadow and energy! Good game! Good game. GG, GG. You've actually given me something useful today, game. I'm always gonna say it, but every time I get given, like, any energy and shadow, I am legitimately gonna thank the game for being so kind. Because, you know me, my luck with these energy materials is not the greatest. Not the greatest at all. It's actually abysmally terrible. So, I'm happy every time I get given any of these materials, genuinely. But, yeah, I don't know. New boss challenge, it doesn't really feel like anything's happened. But we will be getting the Aphrodite pretty soon. And plus, if you remember, the Hypnos Dragon calendar event is still ongoing. So make sure you're logging in every day. So we will be getting him soon enough. And then we are going to be trying our damnedest to get a hold of that Aphrodite. Like, you know, we'll use everything in our power. The Kronos, maybe we'll keep searching through the ruins so that we can get more 6-hour skips and stuff like that, because, you know, the ability to actually breed one of these divine dragons is a really cool opportunity. Although it will fill up the breeding den for like 4 days, which is kind of annoying, but definitely worth it. Like, 4 days of not being able to breed anything when I don't have anything to breed, and I get a divine dragon at the end of it? Yes, please! Like, that is perfect. That is a, like, fabulous trade-off, in fact. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, getting more and more negative about the whole, I don't know, divine chest malarkey, because I was hoping, like, you know, maybe the chests will have some items in them that are, like, duplicates, so that from what we've opened in the last chest, we'll continue on to this one, so that we don't have to open quite as many, sort of thing. And people were saying, you know, with decorations, they're going to be the same decorations, so surely we're not going to have to open the exact same chest for the exact same decorations again. Yeah, that's obviously not what's happened, and we do indeed have to start from scratch. You know, that's what I assumed was going to happen anyway, but, you know, there's always hoping and praying that it's not going to quite be like that. But no luck in this case. And, you know, I'm still gonna ask, like, what is your opinion on the whole divine chest thing? Are you one of the people that has actually bought some of those dragons or not? Because I feel like a lot of people just aren't bothering with them. But for the few people that are, how worth it do you feel it was to spend the probably like max amount of gems to get one of the dragons? Like, how did you feel doing that? Like, if you feel like your choice was a good one and it was like legitimately worth your time, I'd be interested in hearing about that. Because so far, the only people I've seen talk about it really are either angry people or people that have just posted the screenshots of them getting them. And it's like, well, that doesn't really tell me whether you feel like the bundle was worth it or not. But, well, I say bundle, it's pretty much just many of the bundles, plus the weekend events, plus all the other stuff, plus more gems, is what you need to purchase it. You know, I don't know, we've still gotten plenty of Divine Dragons out of this event that we don't have to spend money for, so you know, that is fair enough. Again, I'm just a little peeved that they put the Zeus Dragon in the chest. I think that's what's sort of ticking me off a little bit, the fact that they put him in. Like, the Poseidon, yeah, sure, put that in the chest. The Hephaestus, yeah, sure, you can put him in. Even the Apollon, you know, I would have been fine with, you know, putting him in there as well, because, you know, he's an okay dragon, but he is not literally the strongest dragon in the game. Because that's the thing that I always enjoyed about this game, that no matter what, you could always get a hold of the sumo or anything else, even if you didn't spend money, because you can just level up a team to that level without needing to spend any gems, but now that is not possible. So, I don't know, I've told you my opinions in the past, I've explained my thought process on it and what I feel is the right and wrong way to go around or go about pay-to-win stuff. And, you know, I'm just gonna end up keep saying or repeating the same things if I keep thinking about it, so, you know, I guess just know that I don't feel it was the correct thing to do, but, you know, I don't work for Gameloft, so it's not exactly my decision. Just like it's not really anyone else's decision. If it works for them and they've worked out through their marketing strategies that, you know, they get enough cash out of it and or player retention, then, you know, at the end of the day, kudos to them. Because I would not want to have to deal with, like, all the angry people, because, you know, if you're a gaming company, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't anyway, so maybe it's just like, well, you know, no matter what we do, someone's gonna complain, so how about we just do this? You know, I could definitely see that happening. Definitely see that happening. But anyways, I should have been doing these ones with the auto battle tickets, because the heroic mode fights get us a ton more than the regular fights do, and plus if I use the auto battle tickets I don't have to waste my my portal energy, so you know, that's my bad. I didn't really think about that. I'll try and remember for next time at least, but I wonder how much I just missed out on for doing that. Ugh. Either way, I'm gonna put some more spring cherries in here. Can we explore again? You wanna be level 30? Ugh! I need to level up my Divine Dragons, and then you're doing this to me. You know, I could just save my food in that, but at the same time, I do want to get these last Chronos shards so we can get him upgraded and everything. So there we go. Let's make those guys explore. What about this one? You want to be level 30, you also want to be level 30. Fair enough. I mean, that's fine. It's like all of the food that we had is now gone. And I hate having to feed dragons like 90 times. There you go. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. It's like being in preschool again. There we go. So there are those three, and now we have 3.4 million left. Ugh. I should probably actually be upgrading our Hermes Dragon in the Academy as well. So Joko, let's upgrade your plant elements. That'll take 2 minutes, and then I'll come back and do the other ones as well. No other promotions on at the moment apart from the Track Dragon though, so yeah. Apart from that, I really don't think much else has been happening in the land of DML. And I guess there's just no weekly card pack dragon. I wonder why. That's really strange actually. Weird. But either way, like I said, I hope that if you are going for the dragons in this chest, I wish you the very best of luck with getting a hold of all the dragon pieces first, and, you know, avoiding as many of those decorations as you possibly can. And in the boss challenge, you know, make sure you're coming back every 5.5 to 6 hours, just to make sure that you're not wasting any time and you can get it out of the way as quickly as possible. But for now, thanks a ton for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.